Welcome to another deep dive, everyone. This time, we're taking a look at the AI gold rush, figuring out how to ride this tech wave and, maybe make some profits along the way.
Yeah, it's really more than just another tech trend, right? We're talking about a total economic shift.
Exactly. Our roadmap for today's journey is an article from Averly Curated Finds called, get this, The AI Gold Rush, How to Profit from the Next Tech Boom, published, I believe, February 20th, 2025. So whether you're thinking about investments or maybe switching careers or even just want to know how to use AI in your own business, stick with us. So this whole AI gold rush thing, what's the main idea?
Well, think of it as all these powerful forces coming together, machine learning, data analytics, and then you've got automation, all happening at the same time. It's creating a ton of opportunities. Take healthcare, for example. AI is already analyzing medical images and predicting what's going to happen with patients. It can even personalize treatment plans. So it's like having a doctor with like a super brain
Yeah.
helping out with every decision.
That's wild. But I mean, is it really reliable? Can we really trust AI with like healthcare?
Well, that's the thing, right? Whether it's healthcare or anything else, AI is only as good as the information it learns from and how carefully it's built.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's making crazy progress, but we got to remember, it's a tool. It's here to help the experts, not replace them. Doctors are still in charge.
Gotcha. So it's a team effort then. Okay, so healthcare is one thing, but what about other industries? Like the article mentioned finance too.
Oh, absolutely. AI is all over finance,
Yeah.
fraud detection, algorithmic trading, you name it. Imagine AI that analyzes the markets, figures out the risks, and then executes trades super fast, maybe even faster than the best human traders.
Algorithmic trading, huh? Sounds kind of risky, doesn't it? Like letting robots play with the stock market?
Well, there's definitely a need for some serious rules and oversight when you're talking about AI and finance. But remember, human traders make mistakes too, right? They have their biases. What's cool about AI is it can process tons of data and spot patterns that humans might miss. So yeah, it could lead to better, faster decisions.
So finding that balance is key. Okay, the article also talked about all these AI startups popping up. What's the big attraction for investors?
Well, these startups are where the real innovation's happening. They're like the gold miners in this rush, each one with a unique solution to a problem. Obviously, the potential for big returns is a huge draw, but it's not without risk. You got to do your homework before investing in any AI startup, just like anything else.
Right. It's not a guaranteed win. They actually had some pretty good advice for checking out potential investments, like looking for companies with unique tech that can grow, a strong leadership team with a good track record, and a solid understanding of their market. And they mentioned success stories like OpenAI and DeepMind.
Those are great examples, all right? They show how these startups are pushing the limits. But got to keep in mind, the tech world can be unpredictable. Not every AI startup is going to hit it big.
True, true. So balancing the excitement with a bit of realism is key. But let's say you're not looking to invest, you're more interested in like building a career in AI. What kind of skills are in demand right now?
That's a great question. And the cool thing about AI is that it needs people from all sorts of backgrounds. Sure, the traditional computer science degrees, data science, statistics, those are still important. But we're also seeing folks from physics, math, even linguistics moving into AI jobs. It's really about being able to think critically, solve problems in creative ways, and always be learning.
So it's not just about like knowing how to code.
Exactly. It's more about this mindset of constantly learning and being able to adapt. AI is always changing. There are always new tools and techniques popping up. The ability to pick up those new things and apply them, that's going to be crucial in this field.
I see. What about online platforms like Coursera, EDX, all those? Are those good for someone trying to like level up their skills or even make a complete switch into AI?
Absolutely. Those platforms are amazing resources. They've got tons of courses on AI, from the basics all the way to advanced stuff. It's a great way to learn new skills, stay up to date, and you can even connect with other people who are learning. Plus, lots of them offer certifications that can really boost your resume, show that you're serious about this.
So, formal education's still important, but it's more about adding to that with constant learning. And these online platforms are like a flexible, accessible way to do that.
But hold on, it's not just about tech skills, right? The article also mentioned the importance of soft skills. What do they mean by that?
Oh, yeah, those are crucial. In the AI world, you're often working on teams with people from all different backgrounds. So, being able to communicate well, collaborate, and solve problems together, that's super important. And don't forget about creativity. AI is all about finding cool new solutions to tough problems. So it's a mix of technical know-how, strong communication, and a dash of creativity. Sounds like a pretty good recipe for anyone thinking about an AI career.
For sure. And let's not forget about the potential for, climbing the career ladder and feeling good about your work. The demand for AI professionals is through the roof, and a lot of people in this field, they find it both challenging and rewarding.
That's awesome. Okay, so we've covered investing in AI, building an AI career, but what about folks who are already running their own businesses? Can AI help them too?
Absolutely. Bringing AI into a business can be a total game changer. Think about it. AI chatbots handling those basic customer service questions,
Mm.
or using AI to analyze your data and get a better understanding of what your customers are doing.
Right, so it's about finding ways to do things more efficiently and get ahead of the competition. But how do businesses even know where to start? There's so much AI stuff out there.
It's all about figuring out what your goals are and what problems you're facing. Then you can see how AI can solve those problems. Focus on automating those repetitive tasks, making better decisions, and giving your customers a better experience.
Yeah, that makes sense. The article had some tips on picking the right tools too, like
Hmm.
thinking about whether it can scale, how easy it is to use, and how well it fits in with your existing systems.
Those are all really important things to think about. It's also about creating a culture in your company,
Yeah.
where people are encouraged to learn about AI and try new things. Get your employees excited about the possibilities.
That's a great point. Technology is only as good as the people using it, right? So, investing in training and creating an AI friendly culture is crucial. All right, we've covered a ton of ground here, from investment opportunities to career paths to AI in business. Before we wrap up part one of our deep dive, I'm curious,
Yeah.
what's the most exciting part of this whole AI gold rush for you? What are you personally most stoked about?
Honestly, it's the potential for AI to help us unlock our own potential as humans. I truly believe that when AI is used responsibly and ethically, it can free us from boring, repetitive tasks, boost our creativity, and let us focus on solving the big problems that really matter.
Wow, that's a powerful thought. And it's a perfect segue to part two of our deep dive, where we'll explore how AI is already changing specific industries and what that means for the future of work and, life as we know it. Stay tuned. And we're back for part two of our deep dive into the AI gold rush. In part one, we looked at the big picture, the possibilities for investors, the career paths, and how businesses can use AI. Now, let's get down to brass tacks and see how AI is already making waves in specific industries and what that means for all of us.
Yeah, it's super exciting to see AI going from like theory to real world applications. One area that's really blowing my mind is healthcare.
Okay, let's dive into that. We touched on it briefly before, but I'm curious about the actual applications that are making a real difference.
Imagine AI that can analyze like retinal scans with insane accuracy. It could detect early signs of diabetic retinopathy. That could save millions of people from going blind if we can catch it early enough.
Wow, that's a game changer. So it's not just about being more efficient, it's about actually saving lives.
Exactly. And it's not just diagnosis either. AI is being used to create personalized treatment plans, predict patient outcomes, even speed up drug discovery.
So it's like having a whole team of virtual medical experts working in the background, analyzing data, and finding insights that humans might miss.
That's a great way to put it. AI is basically giving healthcare professionals a superpower, helping them make better decisions and ultimately provide better care.
It sounds like AI is about to turn healthcare upside down in ways we can't even imagine yet. What about other industries? The article mentioned finance, right?
Right. Finance is another area where AI is making a huge splash. We're seeing it used for everything from catching fraud to assessing risk to giving people personalized financial advice.
Oh, yeah, like those robo-advisors that use algorithms to build investment portfolios. Is that like a safe way to manage your money?
Robo-advisors can be a good option for people who are new to investing or, don't have the time or knowledge to manage their own portfolios. They use algorithms to create a diversified portfolio based on your risk tolerance and what you want to achieve. But got to remember, they're still based on algorithms. They don't factor in your personal situation or, how you feel about things that might influence your financial decisions.
So, like with any tool, you got to pick the right one for the job and use it wisely.
Exactly. AI is powerful, but it's not magic. We got to approach it with a critical eye and use it in a way that works with human expertise.
Speaking of human expertise, what about AI's impact on jobs? We keep hearing about automation and how it could lead to people losing their jobs. Is that something we should be worried about?
It's understandable to be concerned about that. And yeah, AI will definitely automate some tasks, which could lead to job losses in certain areas. But here's the thing. Throughout history, whenever there's been a big technological shift, it's always shaken up the workforce. But it also creates new jobs and whole new industries.
So it's not just about jobs disappearing, it's more about them changing, right?
Exactly. The key is to adapt to be a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
The jobs of the future are going to require different skills, and the people who are willing to upskill and reskill, those are the ones who are going to be in demand.
What kind of skills are we talking about here?
The skills that are going to be most valuable in an AI-powered world are those that are uniquely human. Things like creativity, critical thinking, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence, those interpersonal skills.
So it's not just about being tech savvy, it's about being human savvy.
Love that.
Yeah.
We need to focus on developing the skills that machines just can't replicate. Being able to think critically, empathize with others, and solve problems in creative ways, that's going to be essential in the future of work.
That's actually pretty reassuring. It's not about being replaced by machines, it's about working with them, using their strengths to make us better.
Absolutely. The future of work is all about humans and machines collaborating. We need to embrace that partnership and find ways to leverage the strengths of both.
This conversation's definitely got me feeling more optimistic about the future of work in the age of AI. It's not just doom and gloom, it's about adapting, innovating, and creating new opportunities.
Exactly. The AI revolution is a chance to rethink the way we work and create a future that's more fulfilling and productive.
Well said. Now, before we jump into the broader implications of AI for society, I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier, the ethical considerations.
It's super important that we address the ethical implications of AI as it becomes more and more a part of our lives.
You mentioned using AI responsibly and ethically, but what does that actually look like in practice?
It means making sure AI is developed and used in a way that aligns with our values as a society. Things like tackling algorithmic bias, protecting data privacy, and making sure AI isn't used for bad stuff.
Algorithmic bias is something I keep hearing about. Can you break that down for us? Why is it a concern?
Algorithmic bias happens when AI systems basically pick up the biases that are already in the data they're trained on. For example, if an AI system is trained on data that has gender or racial biases, it might make decisions that reflect those biases.
So it's like the saying, garbage in, garbage out. If the data's messed up, the AI is going to be messed up too.
Exactly. That's why it's so crucial to be aware of potential bias and to take steps to fix it, like using diverse data sets, carefully checking algorithms for bias, and getting ethicists involved in the development process.
Sounds like there's a lot to think about when it comes to the ethics of AI. It's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we use it.
Absolutely. We need to have serious conversations about the potential risks and benefits of AI and come up with guidelines and regulations to make sure it's developed and used responsibly.
Those are important points to remember as we navigate this AI revolution. It's not just about the excitement potential, it's about the responsibility that comes with such powerful technology.
Couldn't agree more. The future of AI is in our hands, and it's up to us to shape it in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Well said. This has been a really fascinating exploration of how AI is transforming different industries and what it means for the future of work. But we're not done yet. In part 3, we're going to zoom out even further and explore the wider societal implications of AI and what it all means for the future of humanity.
Stick around for the final part of our deep dive into the AI gold rush.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the final part of our AI deep dive. We've talked about the potential for profit, the impact on different industries, the changing nature of work. Now it's time to zoom out, look at the big picture. What does AI mean for society as a whole? What does it mean for humanity?
Yeah, we're not talking about small changes here. AI has the power to completely change our relationship with technology, with each other, even with ourselves.
Okay, let's break that down. How do you see AI reshaping society specifically?
Well, think about how we get information now. AI already curates our news feeds, recommends stuff to buy, even filters what we see online. As AI gets smarter, it's going to get even better at predicting what we want and shaping how we see the world.
So AI could basically become the gatekeeper of information, deciding what we see and don't see. That's kind of scary, right? What about control, manipulation?
Those are valid concerns, definitely. We have to figure out ways to make sure AI systems are transparent and accountable, especially the ones that influence what we know and how we form opinions.
Transparency and accountability, those are important words, but how do we actually make that happen? How do we protect our freedoms and make sure AI isn't used for the wrong reasons?
It's tough. No easy answers there. It's going to take everyone working together. Policymakers, tech people, ethicists, the public. We need to have honest discussions about the risks and benefits of AI, and we need to develop ethical rules and guidelines to make sure it's developed and used responsibly.
Sounds like a huge task, but also incredibly important.
Absolutely. The stakes are high. AI has the potential to have an amazing tool for progress, but it could also create a whole new set of problems. The choices we make now are going to determine which way it goes.
The article mentioned some of the ethical concerns, like algorithmic bias and data privacy. Are those the main things you're worried about?
Those are critical issues for sure, but I think the ethics of AI go even deeper. We need to think about the values that are built into these systems. What does it even mean for a machine to be fair or just or compassionate? These are big philosophical questions that are becoming more urgent as we create machines that can make decisions that affect our lives in huge ways.
So it's not just about the code, it's about the ethics, the philosophy behind it. That's fascinating.
Right. AI is forcing us to look at our own values and beliefs in a new way. It's challenging us to define what it means to be human in a world where machines are becoming more and more intelligent.
Wow, that's a lot to think about. It sounds like this AI gold rush isn't just about making money or improving our lives, it's about figuring out our place in the universe.
Yeah, I think you're right. AI is pushing us to confront our own limitations and imagine new possibilities. It's a chance to redefine what it means to be human and create a future that reflects our best selves.
Okay, we've talked about the good and the bad of AI, the ethical dilemmas, the philosophical questions. But what does all this mean for the average person listening to this deep dive? What can they do to get ready for this AI-powered future?
Well, the most important thing is to stay informed. Read about AI, watch documentaries, go to talks, talk to people about it. The more you know about this technology, the better you'll be able to handle the changes that are coming.
What about practical skills? We talked about lifelong learning and the other parts. Are there any specific areas people should focus on?
Definitely. Anything that involves creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and complex communication, those are going to be valuable in an AI-powered world. Those are the things machines still struggle with, and those skills are going to be in high demand for a long time.
So things like writing, art, music, design, strategy, even things like empathy and emotional intelligence.
Exactly. Those are the uniquely human skills that make us different from machines, and those are the ones that will help us thrive in a world where AI is everywhere.
That's really encouraging. It sounds like the future isn't just about coding and algorithms. It's about being human, about embracing our creativity, our empathy, our ability to connect with each other on a deeper level.
I couldn't agree more. The AI revolution isn't just about technology, it's about redefining what it means to be human. It's a chance to build a future where technology serves us, not the other way around.
That's powerful stuff. And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the AI gold rush. We've explored a lot today, from the potential for profit, to the ethical challenges, to the very nature of humanity itself.
It's been an amazing journey, and I hope it's left you feeling both excited and aware of the responsibility that comes with this incredible technology.
Me too. If there's one thing I've learned from this deep dive, it's that the future of AI is in our hands. It's up to us to shape it, guide it, and make sure it's used for good.
And as AI keeps evolving, the most important skill will be adaptability. Embrace continuous learning, stay curious, and be ready to navigate the constantly changing landscape of this transformative technology.
Well said. And with that, we wrap up this deep dive into the AI gold rush. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and that it sparked your curiosity about the incredible potential of AI. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep questioning.